here. So there's quite a few leads here already populated. And I'm just going to go for, let's say, sushi in Tokyo, right? Which, okay, let's go for nightclubs in Barcelona. And you'll see all the different nightclubs listed in Barcelona. Now, do you think, I mean, if one of these nightclubs doesn't have a fan page, they are missing out. If they don't have an Instagram account, are they even the real nightclub, right? So you can go in and offer them that as a service. If their reputation sucks, which in the case of bars and nightclubs, it usually does, you can go and offer them reputation management services because they need it. And again, if you're saying, oh, but I don't know how to do all this stuff. I don't know how to manage reputation. I don't know how to do any of this. This is what you can do. You can literally find people on Fiverr, on Upwork, or anywhere else who can do this for you. You can close a client and you can deliver the work to someone else. Let's say if a business wasn't ranking very well on Google, you can close them in SEO services, charge $500,000 a month. There are people on Fiverr basically that would charge you $100 a month for service to help local businesses rank for one particular keyword in a month, and then you can charge $1,000 for that. So think about the margin that you have in that case. We call this arbitrage. So again, that's your that's the second option. First option, of course, is do the work yourself. If you don't want to, you give the work to someone else. That's called arbitrage, right? Now, what you can also do, if you don't want to do arbitrage, is you can actually sell these leads. Let's say, I'll do a very simple Google search in front of you, okay? Give me 1 second. And let's say I search for agencies for social media marketing. Agencies for social media marketing. Let's say also I type in for local businesses. Okay, so there you go. I found all these services already, and this is from Finland, so you see a different name, but that's what they do, right? They basically handle social media accounts for a business. I could literally contact them and say, hey, I can get you, like I can see, for example, is this one is finished. So I can go to them and say, hey, I see that you're offering social media marketing services in Finland. I'll be happy to get you, like I have a lot of restaurant and bars leads. Like if I know that's what they're after, I can get them that. So you can maybe look into their past, basically clients if they have any, and you can quickly work out what kind of clients they need. And you can quickly say, hey, what if I deliver these leads to you? How much would you pay me? And I will also tell you with these leads, what's their Facebook page, what's their LinkedIn account, what's their Twitter account, do they have Instagram or not? And if so, what that is. How much would you pay me? And if you're wondering, by the way, this is from HubSpot research. This is what HubSpot came back with. If you are targeting these niches, let's say if you go for the non-profit industry, each lead is worth about $43. If you target the IT and services industry, each lead is worth $370, right? So anywhere in between. For smaller companies with less than 1 million revenue, the lead is approximately worth $166. For companies with more than $500 million revenue, the lead is worth $429. So I'm showing you this, and this is basically from 2017. So it is a bit old. I admit it is a bit old, but I'm showing you this to tell you that high quality leads are very desirable. There are businesses out there whose sole job is servicing restaurants or dentists or doctors or, anyone, bars, anyone. They will pay you happily for leads for a certain location, let's say, or for a certain niche. Okay, they would happily make a deal with you and they'll say, okay, give me 100 leads basically this month and I'll pay you $20 per lead. That's $2,000 in your pocket. Maybe next month they'll come back and say, hey, now we're ready to scale up. We want more leads. We want 250 leads this month. We can't pay you 20 per lead, but we can pay you 15. That's still good for you because that is still about, I think, close to $4,000 for, again, you clicking a couple of buttons. So that's what you do. If you don't want to build your own business, if you don't want to arbitrage and basically, get the work done by someone else, you can quite easily just give the leads to someone else. And right, I want to show you this too. Give me 1 second and I'll bring this up. Once I have all these leads, I can basically click here and I can download them as CSV. I can print it or I can download them as a PDF file as well. So when I get this PDF file, literally all the leads are in there and I can just hand them over to the client. If I don't want to include certain leads, I can get rid of them too. For example, I can go to filters and I can say, hey, I only want leads that don't have Instagram. Apply. And there you go. I have quite a few leads here as well. So even if there's like about 40 leads, I don't actually know how many there are. Even if there are these 40 leads, I can deliver them to an agency that does Instagram marketing, and each lead would be worth about $30, $40 each, easily. Even if now look, I'm saying that's how much it would be worth. Even if they're really short change, even if they're like, hey, we can only pay you $5 per lead. You're like, oh no, that sucks, right? $5 per lead, horrible. But check this out. If I select all of them, that's still about 40 leads, I think. $200. I mean, that's not a bad payday for what I did, is it? Right? It's not bad at all. So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to help you basically find a way to generate these leads easily, so you know exactly what to give to them and you can use them for yourself, or you can sell them on to someone else. Does this sound profitable or not? Give me a quick yes if it does. Type in a yes for me in chat box so I know, again, you're active. And this sounds pretty profitable, because it is. I mean, I hate repeating this again and again, but what I'm showing to you basically today, agencies would cut off their arm and a leg for that if they could just generate leads like these on demand. That's what they need. They're spending so much money running Facebook ads, Google ads, trying to target local businesses. And I'm sure you've asked this question before as well. Like, hey, I want to target like restaurant owners in my city to help them. How do I run Facebook ads? Don't run Facebook ads. This is what you need to do. This is exactly what you need to do. And trust me when I say this, it 100% works. Yeah, I can show the filter screen again. You can use this filter screen basically to just filter these columns that I have over here. Okay, you can do the same with GMB as well. Let me close this. So next question is, how do I email them, right? Let's go into step number 3. Let's go right here. Step number 3, how do I actually send them prospecting emails? Now look, we are doing B2B. Hey, if you don't know the rules of B2B, if you are new to it, I can explain to you right now. Basically, don't send offers that are not coherent to what they do. For example, if you were to download a list of restaurants and say, hey, I found this software that, you click a button and you make like $20, that's spamming. Right? That's spamming. On the other hand, if you contact them and say, hey, I want to print your menus, that's not spamming. That's the genuine offer that you're making to them, and that's fine. That comes under B2B. So GDPR, Can Spam Act, California has some rules as well for that. All of the rules basically allow you to send out B2B emails as long as you have a clear intent, as long as if they say, okay, stop emailing me, you stop emailing them, and as long as if they unsubscribe, basically, you don't email them again. Right? So you need all that. Now, here's the thing. Here's the tough part. Someone asked, again, this is the second question someone asked in the chat. They said, oh, but can I just download these leads and, upload them in Constant Contact? For starters, yes, you can download the leads as I showed you, but don't upload them in Constant Contact. Don't upload them in ActiveCampaign. Don't upload them in MailChimp or Aweber, GetResponse, SendLane, Send, all these different tools. Why? Because they don't allow cold email marketing. They're not built for cold email marketing. They don't have the mechanism in place to safely deliver cold emails. So no, you cannot take these leads and mail them via those platforms, because they will ban you. I'm telling you right now, they will ban you. So what do? Well, you got a couple of options. Let me go back into this. So for starters, we have a built-in leads manager right within this, right? So this is what it looks like. Let's say if I wanted to, I could save some of these leads, right? So I could say, okay, I want to save these leads because I want to email them later. I'll go into saved, go to favorites. So these were, I guess these were nightclubs in Barcelona. Let's go into save leads. So they were the 4 leads that I saved. That's who I want to email. I want to basically sell them Instagram creation management services, because that's what my business does. So here's what I can do. I have the email address here already. I can come here to this site. I can click this button and I can send them an email. Now, in this particular case, you need to connect your SMTP account. So I think I can show you by another channel, but we have integration with SendGrid. Mailgun, I think, is another one. I'll show you that in a few minutes, because I have to log out of this account. Actually, just let me go to the other screen, because I can't show you the key by accident. So we have integrations with SendGrid, Mailjet, Mailgun, and Sendinblue. Okay, so as long as you have the SMTP, you can put the SMTP key in, and then you can send these emails. So one by one, you're going to email like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I can do for you. Here's a subject like, hey, no Instagram account? I can help you, right? So you'll send them an email, hey, business name, I noticed that you don't have an Instagram account. I want to do this for you, want to help you. Let me help you. You can do this quite easily from here. Now, it is possible that some of you have mailed your prospect already. That's actually our platform that's been built for cold email marketing. If you have that, you can use that too. I think, let me see if I can go back here quickly and go here. I want to see if this is where, I can't remember where that button is to actually just mail directly from MailView. Let me check. Oh yeah, I think it appears once I put the key in, so I haven't put the key in. But if you have MailView prospect, you can actually mail them in bulk from MailView as well. Now, how do you actually do that? That's something we discuss with you later on in bonus trainings. If you don't have that, we'll have a special deal for you much later as well. But for now, I want you to focus on this because this has a built-in email module where all you have to do is put in an SMTP, and you can get SMTP for free up to a certain level from SendGrid, Mailjet, and all these other companies, right? You get the SMTP key, you put that in, and you can start sending emails. Now, when you send the emails, you can come in here. We have some templates for you as well, by the way. So if you get the full account, you see all these different templates, some for reputation management, some for ratings review generation, Google My Business, SEO, web development, and all that. Okay. Then you can also track. So when you actually send an email, you can track here what email was sent, was it opened, and so on. So all that is visible for you here if you want to. Of course, you can download these leads, like I said, and you can mail them directly as well if you want to. But if you just wanted to use the SMTP here, you're welcome to use that as well. So there is, again, a built-in leads manager. There's a built-in cold email sender. It's WYSIWYG, so what you see is what you get. And it's plain text because really that's what works. You don't want to send heavily designed emails to people you don't know. There's a built-in outreach tracker. This is what it looks like. So you see the email, the subject status, was it opened or not opened, and what date it was sent. So you see all those details. And like I said, we have integrations with a few different SMTPs. And if you have MailView Prospect, we have that as well. But basically, all in all, this gives you the ability to find the leads, qualify them. So if I go into previous searches, you'll see that as well. You can qualify them based on what they have, what they don't have. And then you can also, based on that, contact them. So what do you think about Local Leader so far? Do you like it? 1 out of 10. How much do you like it? Let me know in the chat box. 1 out of 10. Do you hate Local Leader? Do you absolutely love it? What do you think about it? Is it something that you feel will give you a leg up compared to everyone else for when it comes to generating local leads? I mean, this is literally the only system that you're going to find that gives you leads on demand, right? I want to show you another one. So there's this one I've seen before. Wait, I'm pretty sure that was it. Let me find it. Was it this one? Yeah, this is a program that I have seen in the past. It's called anyleads.com. It does pretty much the same thing. Like, it helps you generate leads. If you look at their pricing, this is what the pricing looks like. You pay $99 a month or $80 per year. So again, it is rather expensive, as you can imagine. But what do you think about this? Let me see the comments first, and then I'll answer some questions. Yes, the software is awesome. 10, 10, 10, perfect. Can you get immediate notification when an email is open? You don't get that tool, Mike. You will have to come into the dashboard and check it yourself. How can I offer and execute lead generation plus emailing as a service in a package to a different business? Same way we've shown you, Charlie. Basically, you just tell them like, hey, I have these, I can contact businesses on your behalf, and you only pay, for example, for businesses that basically, get on a call with you or buy from you. So you can even do that as a percentage split. So let's say if a business spends $1,000 with you, you pay me 30, 40%. So then you get in charge of just emailing these businesses, and then once they become warm, once they're interested, you forward it to them. Once they buy, you get paid. Of course, you need to negotiate and trust basically with that agency owner.